Hey Nova fans, what's up? It's Jigs. It's been a minute since I recorded the last video. Just had a lot of stuff going on, and you know, it's, other than little iterations of things, it hasn't been a lot of new stuff in the pipeline. But you know, as usual, Nova is always working on something, so I got something to show you guys, which they just recently released actually, and it should be available on their website. So as you guys know, Nova's kind of entry-level machine, which was released I believe last year, was this guy right here. This was the let's see if this will pick it up. Yep, the Odin N4. This was around 200 bucks. It's pretty lightweight, all aluminum body. It's composite. It's a composite frame, and I went over this in one of my videos prior. And I mean, it shoots great. This actually has the upgraded trigger mechanism right here. Let's see if it focuses. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. This actually has an upgraded trigger, which means the trigger was very snappy, and custom engraving. So, you know, shot great, very easy to use, low maintenance. I haven't even taken this apart at all. Every time I have a video, it seems to be a plane coming up overhead, but hopefully you can hear me. But in any case, so, you know, entry level, right? One of their cheapest offerings, and it shoots great. It's not as fast as the N2, N3, or even N1. It doesn't have that tear air trigger. It has like a slide trigger, but you know, for what you get, it's awesome. You know, easy enough to just hand off to anybody and they can play with it. So what Nova has done is they have upgraded this. There is now a new N4, which I'm going to show you today. So the new N4, I would say it's kind of a full revamp of the platform, because there's really not much that's the same from this one. If you look at it, everything is different, right? So let's go over what's different. All right, so this right here is the new M4. Comes in two colorways, and you can mix and match how you want it to look like, but this is all metal, whole thing, all metal, aside from this stock, which we'll go over later. But the frame is metal, and it is a significant weight difference between this one and this one. I mean, you will, the moment you pick it up, you'll feel the difference for sure. Size wise, it's about the same size wise. If you look, if I line it up here, they're about the same footprint, whatever, but this is definitely bigger. The new M4 is bigger, it's rounder, it's thicker, right? It's a lot thicker. And yeah, so let's go over what's different. Like I said, body's different. It's a thicker body. It's substantial, like substantially thicker, which leads to the weight, but at the same time, this is pretty much indestructible. Still same closed bolt system. The frame is now all aluminum, it's all metal, so it's, as far as durability goes, I am telling you, this thing is durable. Comes with an on-off, their signature on-off, and there's only really one adjustment screw, which is right here for velocity. Everything else running its own. One of the key differences, aside from the aluminum body, is the bolt system. So prior, if you wanted to service this was a pain in the butt. You had to take out the two set screws, then draw this out, and sometimes things might fly off because there are springs in there, and yeah, it wasn't the easiest to service, lube up, or whatever on the field. The new M4, I don't know if you see this, see that push pin? Kind of like a cocker pin, right? So let me show you how easy it is to get to the bolt. You just take this out, pins out, put that someplace where it doesn't get lost, and it just slides out. To be honest, and this thing is thick, right? This thing is almost as thick, look, as the actual body of the previous model. It's thick. So maybe there's more volume. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't fully taken it apart yet, but this is thick. But I don't know if you notice, and sometimes I wonder how it even seals. So look, clean right through. Everything regarding this marker is in here. The bolt, the mechanics, even the trigger assembly is here. Actually kind of reminds me of a mag. When you shoot it, shoots like a mag too. So for all you mag lovers, this might be a good pickup because it will definitely make you feel like you're shooting like a mag. And my friends at the field, when I let them try it, some of the old school heads said the same thing. So going back to this, super easy then to service, right? Just lube it a little bit. Here at the bolt tip, as you can tell, it's chamfered right there. But what I was saying before is sometimes I wonder how it seals because there's like no tension. See that? Just slides right in. There's a little groove here. You see that really good, but there's a groove there where you just gotta align it. That helps you align it. It tripped me out the first time I did this. I was like, how is that just sealing in there? And then you take the pin, pop it in, you're good to go. That's how quick it is. So if you're having, I don't know, weird bolt issues, you need to a little bit, just pull this, you just tilt it, slides out. No brainer, right? Easy peasy. From what I understand, this is still operating at about 90 to 110 psi, so that's very, very low. It now comes with a rail at the bottom, which means you can put any sort of attachments, etc. down there, right? You can put like a GoPro, you can put a different grip. It comes with this grip, which essentially you just, you know, untighten this right here. This is composite or plastic. I tighten this. I think you gotta take out, there's a set screw in here that it catches on inside. Just gotta take that out to slide it out. But gives you options. You can put anything you want on this because of the rail. So that's cool, right? I'm actually gonna try playing with this without the grip just to see how I like it, but having the option to add anything I want on that rail, that's pretty awesome. That should make all you tactical guys happy. What else is there? On off is the same standard issue Nova on off, no problems there. Quick lever release. One thing that is different, clamping feed neck, it's just slightly different design, but nothing really you have to talk about too much. It does have, you know, they have, like I said, two colorways. They have the green, there's also a green frame, so you can kind of match between green and black as of today. The one thing that's different that this comes with, which I kind of low-key appreciate, is this barrel. I don't know if there's a name for the barrel. So this is the barrel that comes with the N4. Oh, let me show you the original. The first typically this is the barrel setup. Standard barrel for Nova, right? Comes with inserts. I run 682. Being that these are closed bolt, you kind of want good paint to barrel match, right? So that's the barrel, right? It's got porting. It's a two-piece barrel, right? Two-piece, standard two-piece. Works pretty good, you know, with the inserts, especially when you barrel match. The new N4 comes with this barrel. I don't know if you can see it, right? Hold on, let's see if we can get this to focus right here. I don't know if you can see that, but there is absolutely no porting in this barrel. None. No porting. I kind of low-key like that, because it just means now I have a rain barrel, autococker rain barrel included, which there's not a lot of barrels out there that have zero porting that you can use for this purpose, right? And the other reason, no wasted air. So everything, all the air is getting used to propel the paintball. There is no wasted air at all. So that should help you with efficiency a little bit. No wasted air, right? You would assume. Sound signature might be a little louder since there is no porting, but these are not that loud in the first place, actually. But yeah, I kind of low-key like that. I kind of appreciate it right there. Awesome, pretty awesome. This is a standard. It's not a full. Look at me, jut them next to each other. It's not a full 14. I think it's like 13 and a half. Because this was a 14, 13 and a half. But yeah, still has the inserts. Just note, their new inserts kind of slide in. They're not pinched anymore. The original ones had a little bit of oblong at the tail end, so it helped grab the insides. This is perfectly circular, so just gotta watch out when taking it in and out that it doesn't slide off, because it just slides off like that, right? But yeah, one and this is one piece, right? One piece, no port barrel. Kind of like it, like I said. So what else? Again, this is still closed bolt. Price point is a little higher than the original N4, just because, well, you're looking at more premium material. It's all metal. It's a more robust gun. It's easier to maintain, obviously. And one thing to note also, this trigger. This trigger actually has, previously, the original one, there was no trigger adjustment whatsoever. Now, this trigger actually has a little adjustment screw that kind of, where you can adjust the spring back. So there's a spring underneath, let's see if that focuses. There's a spring behind this set screw right here, which, by the way, just make sure it's, you know, it's tight. Maybe put some, I put purple Loctite just so it doesn't pop out, because it popped out on me once before. So just be careful, giving you the warning now. And you know, that gives you a little bit of, to adjust your travel of the trigger. So when you know, there's a little spring that pushes it back, so back forward after you pull. So, you know, depending if you like a longer trigger pull or you want a snappier pull, you can adjust that. From what I heard, they're also gonna come out with a upgraded trigger for this. I don't know exactly the details on the upgraded trigger, but do know that that is possible and it's coming soon. So, like I said, this shoots like a mag. I think the main attraction for this here is the bolt. If you can see right here of the bolt, right? This is the, see that little nub? That trips the sear, I guess, that releases the air and propels the ball forward. So the trigger basically just catches on here and pushes it back, releases the air. It's not a lot of travel. It's not a lot. You know, let's see. Yeah, it's not. Doesn't have to go very far, but just right here. See that? Yeah. So everything is here. Technically, you could build any body you want, any shape, any form, any body you want, as long as it fits this guy and has something that trips that, right? I think that's pretty cool. And did I say again, this is closed bolt? Look, let's go over that again. All right, hold on, let me slide it. Boop, done. That's it, right? So this is the new N4 Odin, available from Nova Paintball. I forgot the actual price point. I think it's 300 bucks. It's still pretty damn good. So let's air it up. I have taken that bolt out multiple times, so let's make sure it still works. On all my Nova markers, I prefer like a mid pressure tank, like a 550. I feel like across the board on all the Novas, they like that better. Also, it's helpful on the cockers, right? Oh, there it is. Look, I just opened it. Yeah, hopefully you can see that. It is, can't put my finger in there because the bolt shot forward because it's closed bolt. So, remember, like I told you, it shot like a mag, so you can't. You see, you slow pull it. You hear that hissing? You gotta let go, right? So let me see. See that? I'm not gonna do that too many times. I'm only doing it because there's no people behind me, but yeah, you can rip on it pretty quickly. It is loud. You probably heard it super loud because I am pointing this straight out there. With a paintball, obviously it's quieter. It balances well. Feels good. Actually, you can tuck it pretty quickly. Yeah, it's heftier for sure, but it balances well, and it shoots pretty great. You gotta get used to the trigger though, just because of the way the trigger feels and the mechanics of how it propels a paintball. You gotta get used to the trigger. Once you get used to the trigger, you can rip on it pretty fast. But yeah, this is the new N4 Odin. For those of you guys who are in the market for a different kind of mechanical marker, I think this is pretty cool, and I thank Nova for always coming up with ways to spice things up, right? And if you think about it, this is actually a totally different marker than this one. If you look at every single detail, it's just different, right? But still the same N4 Odin. But yeah, anyway, if you got any questions, just hit me up. I'm in the forums. I'm gonna post it up soon, and hopefully you enjoy it. Just pick one up if you want to, or go to some of the big games that they're gonna be at, because they will have these there for sure. And it comes with multiple colorways. There's a green body, green frame, you know, green and black, any combination you want, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool. I also kind of like the brass touch over here, which is nice. Anyway, guys, thank you. Jigs here again, your local Nova info supplier. Hopefully you got something on that. If you got questions, let me know. Peace.